Ah, fellas, I would say welcome back, but I think it's time to face the music. We've had a good run here on this channel, but I think it's finally time to say goodbye to its name. Like, seriously, what even is a quite anyways? Who is this guy? Like, the @ is with a Y. The intro to every video is welcome back to with a Y, not quite. Why is this the channel name? Who said it like this? Are they stupid? I'm just sick of being compared to this guy who I've looked up since I get, like, compared to him all the time. Quite with an I? He couldn't even spell the original word correctly. It's really embarrassing. Truthfully, even though it's by pure coincidence, it's just not one I want to have on my conscience. So I think we should go ahead and get rid of this fucker. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We're doing this for real. Anything that could even vaguely remind me of this guy, we are getting rid of forever. The color green? Never again. I never want to see that shit in my life. In fact, while we're at it, I'm just gonna pick something completely random out of my pictures folder and change the channel branding to that. I need this stuff out of here, dog. It's making me sick. There's a little fucking puke in my mouth. Oh. This guy looks way cooler than whatever that other dude had going on anyways. Like, look at this shit, man. It's gnarly. I want it zoomed in real deep. I want to see, like, every contour on this robot's fucking face. Just completely burly as hell, gigantic, thick-ass neck. Still they, them pronouns, probably. I mean, it is a robot, but... And we gotta make sure things look sick for the banner, right? Let's see if we can actually make this work. Please don't be 20 billion gigabytes. Please. Ah! It's like, it's 0.3 megabytes too big, dude. I was hoping to make this like a really dramatic thing where I do it live in front of you. I'm gonna explain all my reasoning in a second here. It's not really a secret to anybody who's been paying attention. I need to make the dimensions like just a little bit smaller. 2300, 1294. That's like just small enough to be like fine, right? I'm pretty sure. Okay, and we just stick that in there. Basically no quality loss. Please, please be under 6 megabytes. Please. Viewable on all devices. It's perfect. It's perfect. Look at how stunning that is. Wow, I feel like a new whatever the hell is between man and woman so already. Oh, and it's making me pull out my goddamn iPhone to change it. Google really doesn't want me to change my branding. It's hateful. It's hateful in nature. And you know what I forgot to do was take a screenshot of with a Y before I let it change so I can actually use this for a thumbnail. I'm a fucking idiot, dude. Wait, there's still hope. I had it loaded. We're good. We're good. The thumbnail is alive and well. So yeah, pretty like brash introduction, but like this is like a new robot dude I've been working on for a while. I'm calling him Onus right now, like O-N-U-S, but I'm not finalized on that. He might just be like one of those things where I just end up calling him all sorts of shit until like I settle on something years from now. It's my guy. I can do whatever I want with him. His official design looks sick. He's got like an epic cloak because that just makes pretty much everything cooler whenever you look at it. Here's a version with him out without it. Like he's just big and burly as they still got the hourglass though. That's just how we rock around these parts. And for those who have been astute observers of this channel, you'll know that this was pretty much like in the pipeline since damn near the first time I uploaded to it consistently. 2 years ago, I made a poll. Do I keep the channel name Quite or just full send the with a Y name and brand? I know what I wanted to do in my heart of hearts at the time, just like voting on my own poll where I was losing 3-1. I think people were enjoying it at the time. I feel special to be a part of some quite secret society that only a small minority of his fatal chans know. But between that and like me introing every video as with a Y and not like some sort of Quite offshoot, I've been forecasting that this was gonna happen for a while. I just meant to do it a while ago. 3 months ago, I made a community post saying, soon enough, not sure exactly when, this channel will no longer be Quite Slur affiliated. And the reason it took so long was because I was like being very, very granular about the details of this new character. For anybody who's followed me on the main channel for long enough, you know that the look that you see today of me in the green hoodie and all that shit, it was hodgepodge together by just like all the random stuff I had to conveniently like put together a little guy. And overall, I don't regret that. I think it's like a fine enough look and it works for what I do over there. But if I was gonna have the chance to like make a new thing, then I was gonna go all the fuck out. And I really want to thank Ariwa, who is my main artist who did like some of the early concept work for the character. The final design, you know, both versions with all like the line art and stuff, was done by the very talented Tarantula Cage, who I recommend you check out if you're into the art style at all. They do a bunch of good stuff and they have commissions open if you're looking for that sort of thing. The banner and the profile picture with the really dynamic posing that I'm very, very happy with. It's already updated. It looks beautiful. You might be familiar with them. It was done by the very talented Holo. They've done thumbnails and other stuff with me before, and just a very skilled, prolific artist as far as I'm concerned. And something that I don't even know if it's gonna get used anywhere yet, but I just wanted to get it commissioned because I love this dude's art. Look at this shit, man, by Oleg Bulak. I hope I said his name right. copyright shit. You've definitely seen his work around at points, but he's a concept artist, and I just adore, like, the shit he does, and I was like, I need that, draw my robot! I have other things cooking up behind the scenes, just, like, that allow me to write off fan art I get of this guy I made who I think is neat as business expenses, which is a lot of fun. And overall, when I made this side channel, it was always gonna be, like, fairly disconnected from, like, what I'm doing on the other channels, quote and quite with an I, respectively. And I thought, you know what, while I'm here, I might as well full send it, right? Like, why not full commit to, like, some kind of rebrand? That said, you know what that means I have to do? We gotta full commit to this if we're gonna be doing it, man. It said that featured channels are definitely also me. We need to change that to definitely not me, because they're not. They no longer are. Those channels belong to a completely different person than the person running this channel. One funny thing I had a friend say to me that, you know, it really didn't hit me how stark the contrast is with how serious or, like, gnarly looking the new branding looks compared to the shitpost stuff that I'm making every day. Sick-ass, cool-ass robot guy, and then he's, like, talking about fanfic in Deltarune every other day. Well, every other video is Deltarune. I've been losing my daily streak. I do apologize. We're hoping to get back on track with that soon. But yes, this is, like, a permanent change. I plan on, like, keeping this out, and I think it's just gonna be a lot of fun to mess around with, like, all these little ideas now that I've kicked the shackles off of my YouTube exploits that actually pay my fucking rent. This channel has been, like, nothing but a money sink, and that's because it's a weird little passion project. You would think the daily upload stuff where I just, like, knock out a video in an hour or two on whatever, like, random shit I'm seeing on my social media feed, or I just find amusing in the moment. You wouldn't think that would be the passion project. Don't get me wrong, everything else, like, I'm posting to YouTube is made because I want to do it and like doing it. But this one, I've just, like, had a lot of fun because by nature of uploading every day, I just get to experiment a lot more and cover things that, like, I really couldn't justify doing on the main channel because those videos are, like, bigger commitments of time, and the breadth of topic I can cover on them feels, like, a little narrower. Like, I really couldn't get away, or I probably could get away. I just couldn't justify it to myself, and I'm like, I'm turning the main channel into Deltarune. For this channel, I can talk about damn near anything that I want, and if the video doesn't do well, I'm doing another one tomorrow, so I can just pick up the pieces. And you know, it's a lot of work through sheer volume, like adding an extra, like, 5 to 7 videos every week on top of my normal workload. Even if they, in vacuums, are pretty easy to make, doing that day in and day out is, like, especially since I've been editing them all myself for the most part, with, like, a few exceptions when I go out of town for stuff. It's less that they're individually hard and more like they cumulatively add, like, a lot of extra work over the course of the week, but I've been finding it, like, kind of keeps me on my game. It keeps me thinking about things. I've just been having a good time making useless bullshit, man. A weird part of me that I don't really think, where I hadn't, like, felt the love of making videos for the sake of videos, because, you know, there's a monetary thing attached. It was like a interaction with my own content I hadn't, like, really gotten in touch with as rawly as this, since I was, like, a kid doing it purely for fun. Obviously, it would have been nice if it could turn into a job, which, thank the Lord, it did. I'm very lucky to be able to say that. And certainly, I'm sure at some point this channel will turn into that as well, where, like, if it does well enough, like, it will become, like, a pillar I'm doing content on. But honestly, I don't think I'd be so mad at that, because it allows me to, day in and day out, talk about absolutely nothing of importance, and that can be a thing that props me up in the off months. I'd really hope I'm able to take it that distance. Truth be told, I don't know where the original idea to just make this, like, a channel that is obviously me, like, the whole origin of the name is quite but spelled with a Y. Like, I don't know what I originally got the idea from to, like, make that little alter ego and have it be, like, this little pocket dimension where I'm talking about shit and, like, knowing that it's me probably helps inform some of the perspectives. So, like, if you're familiar with my content already, some of the things I'm saying will make sense. But whatever put that kernel of thought into my brain, just I haven't been able to let go of for, at this point, years. The whole point of this channel was, like, I wanted to, like, try the daily thing at some point in some way, just doing it in a format that I could, like, just enjoy talking about the stupid shit I was bringing up. But I always told myself, when I have the time, and then it was, like, at a certain point I realized, I'm never gonna do this if I don't pull the trigger, and I at least want to try it, because the low stakes that come with this, when this channel makes extra money, it's certainly nice. I do like my pockets getting fatter, but I'm not relying on this channel to do well in order to be able to, like, support myself. So let's say I need to take some time away for it to, like, double down on the main stuff. I can do that and pretty comfortably come back to it. And just overall, it's been, like, a very fun experience, and I hope you guys, now that we've officially made the transition over, you'll be sticking it out with me, and maybe we can see some more stuff. That said, the kwytebox email is not going to change because we've already established that is where you can send me video topics. That will continue to be in the description if you guys want to send me those. Anyways, piss off with love.